Hello everybody, my name is Sydney, Sidders and Sohan_do. And welcome to my last video of the 2010s. Blimey. This is actually the end of the 2010s, I can't believe it. This decade has been crazy, like, so much has happened and I'm feeling very nostalgic about it. I thought I'd do one last video just to sort of round it out. It just really meant a lot to me to do this. I started the 2010s still in secondary school in year 9, and then I went into year 10 in the second half of 2010. And then I finished secondary school in year 11 in the second half of 2012. Yeah, 2012. It's over a decade ago that I started secondary school. It's over a decade ago, my middle point of secondary school, really. And then after secondary school, I had an amazing trip to Kenya in the summer of 2012. Which was pretty much the end of my secondary school experience. A group of us went to Kenya for a month and we helped out. We built some houses and it was with Camps International. And we helped out the people there and got to explore some of the way that people lived, and that was incredible. One of the most amazing things I've ever done in my whole life, really. I did forget to mention, I created my YouTube channel, Sidders, in December of 2010, so come December of 2020, that'll be my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. There's not really much to say about my secondary school times. They were kind of tough, really. I had some wonderful friends who I made there, and I still wonder where they are now because I never saw them again after I left secondary school. The friendship that I made with them meant a lot to me. Their names were Max and Harriet. I hope maybe one day I'll run into them again somewhere. I hope they've had a wonderful decade. On to 2012. Yeah, 2012 in September. I started college, which is where I met my best friend JC, who has pretty much defined most of my YouTube times, is my friendship with JC. Amazing person, such a good friend. And I also got to meet Sylvia, who has been on my channel pretty much over the course of the end of 2012, more so the beginning of 2013 when we properly became friends. And I continued college through 2013 and 2014. In the summer of 2014, I finished being in the same classes as JC and Sylvia, which was very tough for me. And I went on to a college course, which was just me. I didn't have any friends in the new class. JC and Sylvia were off doing their thing. I also made friends with a friend who I had in primary school, Jesse. He went off into a different class as well. Yeah, so the rest of 2014 and 2015, it was pretty tough not being around JC and Sylvia and Jesse anymore. We've sort of gone their separate ways. But we were still really good friends outside of college. And by this point I had sort of started making videos on YouTube. That was in March 2014 that I sort of started full-time making videos on YouTube. So everything from here on really is on YouTube. My first YouTube appearance was on JC's video Minecraft Survival Games in 2013. I was still 16. In that one video, I was 16, because the next day I turned 17. In 2015, my life changed completely. I moved house. You can see that on my channel, and so much happened, and kind of entered probably the most difficult time of my life between 2015 and I'd say about 2018. It was really tough times. But even though it was tough, Like, I left college, I quit college actually, because I couldn't cope with it. I couldn't cope with my home life, and everything was falling apart. But it made me who I am today, and I've grown so much over that period of time, created so many memories, and it's always going to mean so much to me, the progression that I've made over the second half of this decade. Yeah, before this, I was a completely different person. I'd say I was very naive and unsure about how the world worked or anything. And because of everything I went through, it opened my eyes and I learnt stuff and I became the person I am now. And I'm happy. Even during a period of time when I was very focused on my gaming channel, I made sort of a friend group at the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017, which didn't end too well, but it still meant a lot to me, that period of time, like so much. And I learnt so much through that. Basically what I'm saying is I've learnt so much. Yeah, I repeated that so many times already. And now that we're like, where are we now? Well, then getting into the rest of 2017 was sort of a really big, like, getting over all the tough times I had been through, and the start of 2018 was sort of getting over tough times, where I was sort of absorbing everything that I had learned over the years, and still dealing with home life, which wasn't particularly great, but also progressing myself as a person, as a better person because of everything I'd learned. And then in the summer of 2018, I moved out into my own, well, a shared place with one other person. And I fully entered adult life, I think. That is the moment that I feel like I entered the adult world, was moving out. And I'm sure it probably is for a lot of people. Because once you leave home, you're sort of thrown into dealing with adult problems and adult life and just everything. That first home didn't go very well, and unfortunately resulted in I had to move to the place I'm in now, which is fantastic, and we'll get onto that in a second. But unfortunately, because I was forced to leave the previous place, which accepted cats, and I had Kit Kat and Sunshine. Kit Kat, who I've had since 2003. I love them so much. But the place I'm in now doesn't accept cats. And nobody I know, some of them might not be able to take the cats in, and other people just didn't want to accept having the cats, so I had to give them away, and that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I'm still dealing with that now. I try not to think about it, but it really, really did affect me a lot, because they meant so much to me, and they were always there through everything that I've been through. Yeah, the cats were always the one solid thing in my life, I feel like. And in having to say goodbye to them, I feel like I had to let go of the last bit of my childhood. The last piece that I was holding on to in the past. They're in happy places now, and that is good. No matter how much I miss them and how much I loved them, they're in a happy place now. So I moved into this place in the very beginning of 2019, and since then everything's been pretty fantastic. I'm settled. I'm so settled for the first time in about 5 or more years. It's crazy. So much. I've only just scratched the surface of this decade in this video because there's a lot of private information, but I just really wanted to get across how much the 2010s has meant to me and how much everything has changed. I've become an adult from being practically a child. I turned into a teenager in 2009, but was basically the 2010s. Lived most of my teenage years and started adulthood. And the 2020s is gonna be full-blown adulthood, and I hope I create many more memories. One lucky thing I wanted to mention about living in the house I'm in now is that I've made 2 new fantastic friends who I'm so thankful have come into my life. They live in this place with me, and you can actually see one of them on my extra channel. Friend Takes Over My Video, is it called? Yeah? She's in that, and she does a good job at impersonating me, sort of. And of course, I'm so thankful for meeting JC. JC has been such a rock in my life, always there for me no matter what has happened throughout this decade. My family is amazing despite all the tough times that we've had and everything we've had to go through, and just everyone's amazing, and I'm so thankful for everything that has happened. Well, I'm not thankful for the tough times and the sad times, but I'm also thankful because it's progressed me so much as a person. If I keep talking, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm already feeling a bit emotional about all of this, so just thank you so much, everybody, for being fantastic, and I love you, and let's make the 2020s awesome and continue growing as people. Goodbye, everybody, and don't forget to believe in the rainbows. Hello, my name is Sydney, and I suppose this is just a sort of short video about what I plan to do with my channel. As you can see at the moment, there aren't any videos on my channel. I might also be doing videos on my cats. Say hello, Sunshine! Oh, hello, my name is Sydney, and this is my first non-introduction video to my channel, I suppose. Now in this video, I will be talking about all the books that I have You can tell it's Sunshine because she has a pink nose right there. And this is Kit Kat. Actually, I can give you a house tour now, like for you to see what my house looks like. So, this is my bedroom, where I filmed quite a lot of my first videos. So I'm at my new house now. This is my new bedroom. Hi, Jessie. Hello. So this is Jessie right here. A place called Aberdore, and I wasn't going to vlog today, but I just thought this is such a lovely place. Your energy good. Chocolate syrup. What does Sydney eat for breakfast on a Monday? Fritty number 1, a banana fritty. Tasty. Well, good luck. This is what bread looks like. Observing the whale in its natural. Stop! So, and we got Z. He's super happy.
And we got JC, who's he's right here. He's right he's right here. And Jesse's here still. Careful with my camera! I am starting my long-awaited plan for walking around the coast of Kent. Safely down here, hammering his pegs. Simpson. Why do you keep saying beans? Beans! We need to say goodbye to them.
There it is. What if it's like bite your camera?
It's looking at it.
That's the original.
Oh no, how? AJR.